Hey, Jillian. Hey, are you on mute? Yeah, I can't hear you. Hmm. No. Can you hear me? Let's see. Chat. Chat box, maybe? Oh, now you're in. There's a delay, I think. Oh, now you're muted. Now you're unmuted. I can't hear you. I just had one 2 minutes ago that we did. Should I end it and restart it? What? You know what? I had to take mine out. Mine didn't work earlier. Maybe try to, oh, I can't hear you. It says Zoom detects a problem with mine. I think it's yours. Do you want to try to restart? Sorry. Technical difficulties will be right there, exclamation point. Technical difficulties will be right there, exclamation point. I'm gonna add it to a lot of places. Technical difficulties will be right there, exclamation point. Hmm.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I actually just went on my, oh no, I did this with Nancy. I don't know how to take this off.
It's all right. You look galactic. Okay, you ready to go live? My friend just
Yes.
messaged me. She said she's excited to hear what you've got to say.
I have no idea how to take this off. I feel like a fool. Oh my goodness.
So you went to your iPad?
Yes.
Well, we'll just say it at the beginning. Okay, going live.
Okay. Okay.
I can't see you, but you can see me.
Okay.
Going live.
Oh, it says we're live.
Great. Not on my end yet. It always does that. It says live for you guys first. So you guys know that we're live before I do.
I've never done this before.
Oh, excellent. Well,
I've never done the whole live on Zoom on YouTube kind of thing.
okay. So sorry for the delay, everybody. We had a little bit of some technical difficulties. Let's see who we have here.
The reception's really bad in outer space.
Yes, this is like the best start, man. Okay, let's see. See if they can find us in the chat. Let me tell somebody that we're live so they can come find us because I know she's waiting. Live, can you let others know? Actually,
I really want my Palfish filter with the spaceman helmet.
so,
When we're teaching class, I always count down 10, 9, 8, and then we blast off, and this would be perfect.
oh, cute. So how did you get that on there? You don't know?
I was in a meeting with Nancy Taylor.
Yeah.
And I was in her little waiting room or whatever, and I was like, ooh, I can play, there's filters. And that was the last time I was on Zoom on my iPad. Now, the thing is I had uninstalled it off of my iPad, but when I reinstalled it, it was still here. I'm not even signed in.
Oh, funny.
But I'm just, yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
So I'm spacey. I'm an airhead. I'm spacey, so.
Oh, I love that you're spacey, and anybody watching that knows me knows that I'm spacey too, so.
Yes.
Okay, well, maybe we should introduce ourselves since we started off this way. My name is Kasie Oswald, and welcome to my channel. This is kind of become a couple times a week Meet the Teacher interview, which has been a lot of fun. And today I have Jillian Shanahan. So,
hi.
Yeah, can you introduce yourself? And while you do that, I'm going to post the link because that's the only way I know how to do it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Hi, everyone. My name is Jillian Shanahan. I am a current teacher with Palfish. I have worked with VIPKID in the past. I only work with Palfish at this point in time. I am a mentor for Palfish, and I don't know. I'm from Buffalo, New York, where we have lots and lots of snow. It doesn't really look like this in Buffalo. I have 3 children, and teaching online has completely changed my life to the point where I went from being in debt to buying a house if the closing paperwork ever comes through next week. So
good. Okay, just want to make sure that went out. So, and actually, you know what I just did? I just posted my YouTube channel again instead of the link.
Oh, okay.
Bear with me, people. Okay. So just so you know, Jillian, because I know my friends that are here right now. Hey, Kim. She said Space Cadets Unite. I look here, down here is because my notes are here, the questions I wrote out for you. And over here is the chat box on my iPad. So I'm paying attention, but I'm looking elsewhere. This is where they can ask you questions in the chat. So we'll get to questions in a little bit. And guys, if you have a question for me or for Jillian, please put it in all caps so you can talk amongst yourselves. And then when I see something in all caps, I know that it's for us. So, okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
So talked a little bit about this. Which ESL companies do you work for, and how did you get started?
Oh, goodness. Okay. So I was working for the post office and I was pregnant. It got to the point where here I am 9 months pregnant. We're walking 15 miles a day. I'm not exaggerating either.
Yeah.
Okay. And let me tell you, I was in the best shape of my life, and I had the easiest delivery that anybody could ever have. But at the end of it all, I'm like, I can't go back to doing this after having a baby because you're not allowed to have a life. You're not allowed to leave work to, I don't know, get your children,
Yeah.
like from school or from after school care, or, you have to work 7 days a week from 6 o'clock in the morning to 9, 10 o'clock at night delivering mail, and there's no holidays, and it's insane. I was like, I need something that's going to work with me. I can't go back to that.
Yeah.
So I struggled for a couple of months not knowing, and like, I had no idea what I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, but I know I can't go back to doing that, but what am I going to do? And I started talking to some of my other, like my kids' friends and like extracurricular activities. I'm like, what do you do? What do you do? There's a pattern. I'm a school psychologist. I'm a school counselor. I'm a teacher's aide. I'm a lunch lady. I'm a bus driver. Like everybody worked through the schools.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, I see a pattern here. In order to survive as a mom that actually wants to be in her kid's life. And I'm not judging anyone that can figure it out otherwise. I just could not. So in order for me to do it, it seems like there's a pattern. The majority of moms, they find a job that allows them to work with doing the things that their kids are doing. And they do it by getting into the school systems. So I started my master's degree. I talked about it on Facebook. Somebody messaged me and they said VIPKID. And I was like, okay, you know what? I've heard of that before. I've seen ads about it because VIPKID used to do paid ads for it. I'm like, but I didn't really think that it was, something that would be lucrative. Like I thought that it could just be like a side gig, and I didn't really think that it was something that I could actually pay bills.
Right.
So I'm sure a lot of people that are watching this that have joined VIPKID or any of the other platforms, because they're all great, right?
Yeah.
I am sure that everybody at some point in time before they joined thought the same thing. Like, no way, no way you're making over $20 an hour off your computer or iPad, right? So I decided to go for it. I got my bachelor's degree years ago, but I never applied to graduate. So my bachelor's degree, because I never used it, my bachelor's degree was junk. So I had to wait to apply to graduate from my bachelor's degree that I had gotten in 2009. And there's a holdup for VIPKID. And I was like, I wonder if VIPKID is out here, maybe they're not the only one. So I went online, I started looking at things, and I couldn't find anything that didn't require a bachelor's degree. So I pulled up my iPad or my iPhone, and I started looking through apps, and I'm like, maybe there's an app. There's an app for VIPKID, and
Wow.
I found the Palfish app. That's how I caught into Palfish. Nobody invited me, So I'm like, okay, well, I can start with them before I'm accepted for VIPKID. And actually, it ended up being that I started right around the same time because my bachelor's degree came in really fast after that. So for the next, December, January, February, March, probably like the next 4 months, I bounced back and forth between VIPKID and Palfish. And actually, I applied and was hired to Magic Ears and iTutor, and there are some other ones. Like any company that I could find, I looked into it and I applied. And then once I got in there, I kind of looked at like the way their scheduling was, the way the contracts were written.
Right.
And the other companies, they did not call to me the way that VIPKID and Palfish did.
Mm-hmm. And
the curriculum for these two companies is top notch. Like, I love it. I love it. I love them both. And they've improved. So this was a little over a year ago, and the curriculum for both companies has both improved significantly since then too. So I'm really excited for the future because it's it's turning into something that's like, I don't know, it's just really, really fun. It keeps getting even more fun.
Yeah.
So then I decided that I was just going to stick with one company. I was bouncing back and forth between two companies, and I was tired because with VIPKID, I had to open up. Everything was green. So if you're a VIPKID teacher, you know what I mean. Like everything was little spots of green, but everything was open.
Yeah.
And I was getting tired. I was getting tired of having a class at like 1 o'clock, then 3 o'clock, then 2, then 3, then 2:30, or like, I mean, it was just like a half hour of sleep here. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to stick with one company.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to go for it. Like, I'm going to make it work. Whatever company I pick, I'm going to make it work. So I chose Palfish, and I went in there and I went to my mentor and I said, how do you become a mentor? And she's like, oh, I think you'd be great. And so then she got me in contact with admin, which are like the staff in China that help run things. I guess they'd probably be akin to maybe like the firemen. I don't really know who the firemen are because they're kind of just like mysterious little like either elves or gremlins depending on the day. So maybe they're like that. They're like the people that like run things.
Yeah.
And I told them I want to go all in on Palfish. I feel like this company is going to be big and it's going to do great things, and I want to be a big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So then I became a mentor in June. So last June, and I now mentor over 1,200 people.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's how it all happened. And yeah.
Good. We've talked a little bit about that. So, but what do you do as a mentor?
Oh, everything. So the way
it's not like getting them hired, although that is something you do, but it's after they're hired and helping them along.
Yes. So once you're hired, Palfish works differently than any other company out there, where they have tried to create a form of a community around the teachers so the teachers can help each other grow. But there's always like, they try to keep communication there, and the communication is not perfect. You know, there's a time difference and there's a jump, and it's not perfect, but it's kind of set up like a social media app, and everybody can connect with each other. So you can chat with other people. If there was a teacher that you wanted to ask a question to, with VIPKID, you might have to figure out who that person is in real life and then stalk them, right? But you just have to go to their profile and you can message them. Okay. Same thing, when you go in, you're assigned a mentor and an admin. Oh. And the admin is a staff in China, so it's like an office administrative staff. And the mentor is, there are 7 different teachers that work in Palfish, and these 7 different teachers mentor people. So if you come in, you get put into a mentor group, and then right away it's like, hey everybody, welcome to Palfish. You know, you've just been added to this group, and congratulations. And if you have any questions, I'm here to answer them for you. Right. And then if you have questions, you can ask in the mentor group or the admin group. So they're chat groups that you have there all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I think you kind of mentioned, how does Palfish compare to VIPKID? You said they both have good curriculum.
They both have really good curriculum. They both have filters and interactive values. A lot of the same rules apply, like the 6 absences. Palfish does not have contracts. So you get hired, you accept a user agreement to use the app. And there are no contracts in place. There's a handbook that you have to follow.
So are you an independent contractor?
That's a complicated question, I guess. You're asking me. Keep in mind, I live in New York State, and they're trying to redefine the laws of independent contractors.
Well, I think that's kind of what I was getting at. Like, can people from California apply to your company?
Yes.
Yeah, they can still. Okay.
We don't do 1099s. You are completely in charge. Like, you're completely in charge of your stuff. The only difference is that you're going to take like your bank records. Like, you get paid through Payoneer, And
Okay.
if you do apply, make sure you use someone's Payoneer referral code because you'll get an extra $25. Because Payoneer is like PayPal,
Okay.
but it has less fees. So you would just take your Payoneer records to your tax guy and have him do it that way.
Okay.
You know, it's more along the lines of self-employment. You're not contracted, but the way New York State is wording things, I don't really know how to answer that question.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, well, normally I do the chat later, but since it's about Palfish, Teacher Kim wants to know, how is the pay at Palfish?
You are paid in Chinese money. So you're paid, it depends on,
Conversion rates?
yes, it depends on the current conversion rate. So you're paid 25 RMB per class, or I'm sorry, 55 RMB per class, for your 25-minute classes.
Mhm.
And then you start off at level 1. So as you teach more classes, you rank up in levels. Whatever level you end the month at is what your pay starts at the next month. So if you're teaching like a bunch of classes and you make it to level 5, which I'm level 5 every month, then the next month you're paid level 5, which is 75 RMB per class, which breaks down to around like $22 an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Thanks, Kim. That was a good question. So for coaching calls now, I mentioned to some friends of mine that you do ESL coaching calls. Is that a good way to put it? Or
Yeah, that's what I'm calling them. That was actually something I was so excited about. So I was
Me
so
too, and I'll
excited
tell them why I am. So
okay, so the reason that I started this is because, like I said, I mentored like 1,200 people, and it's not, a lot of it's done through group chats and through my YouTube videos and through a Facebook group. I'll answer questions in there, but a lot of people are like, can you look at my profile? Can you tell me why I'm not getting bookings? Can you do this? Can you do this? And at first, when I had my first like 300 people, I was like, yeah, sure. But honestly, that's not in my contract. I do have a contract, because, I do have a contract, but it's not in my contract to do that. And I can't take the time. I really can't take the time to do this for everybody.
right.
I have had to learn, you saw actually the other day, I've had to learn how to say no, which was really hard for me. I don't like saying no. I like helping people. So teachers were asking for another basically service. They were begging for this, like, please,
right.
someone that can like really get in there. So I was like, okay, there's a need for this. I'm going to make this. So I started doing these one-on-one coaching calls. You get a half an hour of individual one-on-one time where I look at your whatever you send me ahead of time. So you send me your profile, you send me whatever. And I've done it for VIPKID teachers too. But you send me, you send me anything that you want to send me ahead of time. And we like really dig into it. Like I had a girl that was a brand new teacher and she wasn't getting any classes. And somebody told her it was because she was Black. And I said, no.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pretend that racism doesn't exist, because it exists everywhere.
It does.
But that's not the reason. Let's figure this out. So we
Right.
went down. I was able to figure out what to do. Gave her an action plan. That's what I do for everyone that I coach. I give them an action plan, and I'll try different techniques with them. If they think that it might be something in their teaching, we'll say, we'll do greetings or like little one-on-one, like I'll pretend like I'm a student, kind of like a mock interview, I guess, where I'm pretending I'm the student, and really just like dial in on what is causing them to not have the bookings, whether it be how their schedule's open or their profile pictures or their teaching strategies, whatever it is, and then form an action plan so that they can get more bookings.
So I actually had my coaching call the other day, and but I wanted to know more about recruiting and branding, and we talked a lot about recruiting and branding. And she gave me homework, and I loved it. She gave me my action plan, which I call homework, because I already booked my next call for her. So I am one that I have to get it done before I talk to her next, because I don't want to tell her I didn't do the homework she assigned. So for me, having an action plan and just, I guess, ideas and ways of implementing. So for me, the coaching call was great for, you know, not only talking VIP Kid and ESL, but for branding and things. So I'm pretty excited about that.
That makes me happy. Thank you.
Yeah. I even wrote out my homework and on my sticky notes so I can do checklists. So
it's really hard for me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard for me to charge things because
I know we talked about it.
yes, and somebody had sent me a message after they had booked a call, and they said, "Oh my God, you're so cheap. You should be charging more." I was like, "Really?" Like, I felt so special.
Yeah. So I don't know if you want me to plug this now, but Jillian did give me links that I can add in the description below. She gave me an affiliate link. You're welcome to use that. I'm sure you have them on your YouTube videos too.
Yes.
There was somewhere I was going with that. Oh, I don't know. When it comes back to me, I'll let you know. But we'll add that to the bottom in the descriptions. But you're gonna have to wait for that because I don't have them ready to put in there yet. So, but after this, she also has other things going on. You want to let them know that the other things too? That's she's got a new freemium.
Oh,
So people for Palfish. She's also does website design, which she designed mine, so you can go check mine out and take a look at that. She's very good at getting a lot of things done, which is why you need to charge, because you only have so much time in the day.
That's why I had to. I'm like, I'd love to help you all, but I'm going to help the people that actually want to invest in themselves. Yeah. So that's why I did that. And my website is onceuponatimefitness.com. If I forgot to say that, I told you I'm out in space.
Hence the background. You'll have to watch the beginning of the video later to find out why she has a background. So I mentioned the website design, and I think it's interesting how you started that, because a friend told you to start that, yes?
Yeah, so we're working on this project with Nancy Taylor. Yeah. And one of the girls that is in the project with us, she private messaged me on Facebook, and she said, "I love your website. Can you design a website for me?" I was like, I guess. Like, I've never done that before for somebody else, but yeah, sure, I can design a website for you. And she's like, "Well, what do you charge?" I'm like, I guess I'll charge about less than half price of what other people charge, because, you know, I like doing. I know I have to put a tag on things, but I like doing, you know. Right. And I did it for her, and she was like, "Oh my God, this is awesome. You have to offer this to the other people in the group." So I talked to Nancy about it, and she said, "Yes, that's perfectly fine." And within like a weekend, maybe 4 or 5 days, I had done 6 websites.
One was mine.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that post, I'm like, help.
Yeah.
Let's see. Teacher Heather, am I missing something? Or the word, I should say? I'm not sure. Heather, let us know what you mean in the chat, please. I think I missed something. Yeah, let us know who's here in the chat. Say hello, and don't forget to ask some questions so we can fire them at Jillian here in just a little bit. Okay, so let's see. What other things do you offer? I think I asked you that before. Oh, your e-course and your freemium.
Okay, the e-course has not started yet, so there will be an e-course starting.
Oops, did I announce something big? I thought you had an e-book.
Yes, okay, yes, I have an ebook.
Book is what I meant to say, book.
Okay, I might be working on an e-course for teachers.
I'm just so excited.
I know, I'm excited about it too. I do have an ebook. I do have an ebook out there. It's on my website. It's it's talking about how ESL teachers can really strategize their classroom and their teaching strategies to be better teachers online. So
good. Heather, I don't see anything above. She said it's above. I don't see anything. Oh, maybe the comment was removed or YouTube removed it. I didn't remove any comments, but if you want to ask the question, please put it back in the chat so I can see it.
Does YouTube remove questions from lives?
I didn't think so. Let's see. And Teacher Kim and Evelyn are my admin, but I mean, unless they found something wrong with it, but Teacher Heather doesn't ask anything wrong. Okay, so let's see. Okay,
I'm looking at it right now, actually.
Oh, did you? Hey, online teacher dude, Tim. Thanks for joining us again. Man, you guys
Hi,
rock.
Tim.
Oh, you know what? I think they're all popping up now. Did all of you just log in right now? Because it's all stuff's popping up right now. So Candy, online teacher dude said, nice to meet you, Heather. And Tim, we are here right now with Jillian. She went over Palfish and her ESL coaching. Man, we went through quite a bit already. Awesome. Let's see. Candy said, what is something you wish you knew when you started with VIPKID?
I wish I knew that it could be as financially rewarding as it actually is, because I would have started a long time ago. That's really my big one. I had applied to VIPKID. I actually, when my friend told me about it, it wasn't the first time I'd heard about it. I had applied maybe back in like July, and then I was like, I'm not quitting the post office for that. Totally blew off my interview. Forgot they existed until she said something about it. That's probably my big one, is that I wish that I had known that it was as rewarding as it actually is. It's as life-changing as I wanted it to be.
So Candy, not sure if you missed it, but she was with VIPKID and now has transitioned to Palfish. Although I mentioned it this morning, she has nothing bad to say about VIPKID. She just decided to pick one platform, right? One platform to go with. And she's now a mentor for Palfish. So if you have questions about that too, let's see. Online teacher dude said, sorry, Jillian. Hey, Heather's in the chat too. We were mentioning her. Let's see.
Sorry for what? What's he sorry for?
He called you Heather.
Oh.
Teacher Heather said they can remove comments. Hey, Cindy, thanks for joining us. Yeah, Tim is up late. Tim lives in Malaysia and he's here listening. So we've all been really trying to support each other's YouTube. And
it is late. It is late. Hi, Tim.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming. So. I was at your YouTube live too, so I came to his.
Awesome.
Yes.
Teacher Heather, it was the comment regarding what she said about the individual who mentioned racism. Oh, I understand.
Oh, that's why they deleted it.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah. Gotcha.
What was the question?
Yeah. Do you still have your question? Let's see. And there's
grab
a delay.
You can grab it.
I know.
Before they
I'll try to get it quick. So Cindy came. Let's see. Just saw that, Tim. Jillian,
as far as that. Oh,
it's like, what is the biggie newbie mistake?
Going to bed. Okay, you get a text saying no. You get a text going to bed. No, that's not a mistake. Please do that. The mistake is not going to bed. No, the mistake is you get it. You go in and they're like, you're going to be a teacher at this point in time. And the teacher's like, woo, I'm going to be hired. And then they go to bed and Palfish books quick. Like, you get hired that day, you probably have classes that day for the times that you open. And they don't wake up that day. They wake up and they say, oh my God, I missed a class on my first day. Yeah. Or even like a couple days in, they're like, they booked me while I was sleeping. Well, yes, they can do that because
you had it open.
That's
right?
what, yeah. Like you need to close it if you're not going to open it. That's the big mistake, is people not realizing how fast-paced Palfish is.
Yeah.
Like you get in and you have trials your very first week.
Wow, that's great. Online teacher dude wants to know, what is your website, Jillian?
It's onceuponatimefitness.com.
And we'll have links down below for her. Want me to add it to the description? And
Yes.
we'll have links to her ebook, not ebook, her ebook, her website design, her what else? The coaching calls. Guys, if you missed that, just you can rewatch the video, but my coaching call went great and I got homework and I thought it was well worth it. So let's see.
Thank you.
What is a biggie mistake people when they start teaching online? I guess that's kind of going to bed with your slots open, but have you noticed anything about maybe teachers that don't make it? Maybe they open, they start.
Um, I think another big mistake that teachers have is not reading, with VIPKID, it would be your contract. With Palfish, it would be your handbook, not reading the rules that you're agreeing to. And then you start something and you're like, whoa, I had no idea that this was the thing. And it's like, well, you have to know what you're signing up for. So talk to your recruiter, talk to your mentor for like Palfish gives you mentors, talk to your mentor, find out where you can find this information. The handbook is so much easier to read than a contract too. It's not like written from a legal perspective because it's not like a contract,
Right.
It's very easy to read. There's tabs, like appointments and rules and complaints from parents. Like there's tabs. It's really easy to go through and
Right. Sorry, someone else is trying to find us. I'm trying to give them directions here. So
take a right.
I know, right? Do you see the outer space? They're out there somewhere with you. Let's see. Is this the company you don't need a 4-year degree?
Yes. You do not need a degree. You need a TESOL certification.
That was from Cindy Bennett. Thanks for the question, Cindy.
Which you can probably put a link in the comment box for that too, because you have a link for that or not yet? For the TESOL certification?
I didn't get my own link yet.
Okay. Well,
we can add yours.
There's you just need a TESOL certification. We have both partnered with a company that will allow you to get a discount, so you get it for $19. So
now I think Cindy has done that because I think she's got a link too.
Okay.
And Candy said, how often does Palfish pay?
Monthly.
Sorry, Candy.
Monthly by the 7th.
Monthly by the 7th. Okay. And let's see. Tim said he was in Thailand, so it was like 11:35 there. And Cindy said, "Hey Tim, let's see."
I'm sorry, I can't hear Thailand without singing Gali Gali. Have any of your students taught you that yet?
What's that?
Have any of your students taught you the Gali Gali song yet?
No. Are you gonna sing for us?
I can if you want me to.
Go for it.
In Chinese.
Hey, I don't know it, so.
It's like, it's Thailand, Singapore, Indonesia, but it's like Taiwan, Singapore, Indonesia, something.
That's fun.
Cocoa,
Awesome.
pineapple, mango. Sorry.
Tim, have you seen that one? Oh, okay. I was wondering why online teacher dude was getting hidden by Kim, and Kim just said her daughter grabbed the phone. Okay, so Candy wants to know, what is the biggest difference between Palfish and VIPKID?
You don't use a computer for VIPKID, or I'm sorry, for Palfish. There is a program that you can use as a computer backup. Like you can use your computer as a backup, but it's really limited. There's so much more you can do, like on your iPad or your tablet or your phone. Yes. Other big difference. You're not in a contract.
It's smaller right now, less known, I think.
Yeah,
it is smaller. Getting there.
So Palfish does not do any advertising. They have a bus in Beijing that is like fairly new, I think, that has the Palfish logo on it. But aside from that, they don't have, I don't even know if they still have that, but they do everything from word of mouth. So VIPKID, when they started, they went all in and they said, like they advertise everywhere. You've seen it. Everybody's seen it. Everybody knows the name
Right.
VIP. Well, everybody in the ESL world knows it. Nobody else does. ESL teachers don't exist outside of our little box, which
Right.
is really, really hard. We have to remember that. Which is, you know, another thing for like the California and the New York and things like that. Like they don't know we exist until we speak up for ourselves.
Right.
But Palfish does not do any advertising. Everything. Getting teachers is from word of mouth. Getting new students is from word of mouth. Everything is from word of mouth. And the one big thing that they do have, Palfish has the #1 children's educational app in China. And it's a kids reading app, so they can read in English. There's an AI system where the computer grades their voice and compares it to what it should be and kind of gives them a grade on their recorded books that they have.
Oh.
Every student that comes into this app is offered a free trial. So that's where our trials normally come from. So, or it's from like hey, I'm taking these classes, you should get your free trial. Why don't you sign up for it? Friend of mine from school.
Yeah.
But that's where everything comes in. So the majority of our students come in either from the app or from parent referrals.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see. You didn't do Q Kids at all, right? There's a question about Q Kids.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh. Another thing that's different is we do not just hire in the United States and Canada.
Oh, that's right.
So if you are a native English speaker, I don't have my list in front of me, but you've got the UK, you have Australia, America, Canada. I do have a list on my website with all of them. South Africans are not hired. They're not accepted in the official kids course. And there is a new program called the Filipino program. It's meant because Filipinos can work for lower wages because of the way they're, how much money it turns to be in them. So there is a Filipino program where Filipinos, they're not native speakers, but they do usually speak okay enough English to teach. And if you would like to, like if you're a Chinese parent who can't afford the native American speaker or the native English speaker, you can go to the Filipino program for a much, much cheaper cost. So that's something new that they started up last summer.
Okay. And Cindy Bennett said Open International Academy.
Yes.
Yes. And she has a daughter that might be interested. So
yes, send her my way. I'd be more than happy to help her through it.
And Tim said he has never seen that before.
What, Palfish?
I'm not sure. I think we're getting messages.
Or this. He's never seen outer space before.
Probably hasn't seen you.
No. Golly.
Oh, the golly golly. That's right.
Yes. It's a Chinese song.
Right. And Candy said, Jillian, what is the pay rate at Palfish? Did we go over that?
Yes, the pay rate is, you're paid in Chinese money. So you're paid 55 RMB. Now it's yuan, but I always say RMB because people mix up yuan and yen. And if you transfer it to Japanese yen, you're making pennies. So don't do that. It's 55 RMB per class to start with. And then you can work your way up. There's a point system. And if you get enough points, you'll go another level. Level 5 is the top. You're making 75 RMB per class.
Right.
So it's usually, with the exchange rate, it's usually like $15 to $22 an hour.
Good. Okay, so I'm going to switch gears really quick. Evelyn said she's listening, but she's not in the chat. She's got her hands full. She is a mama of 4 and just had a new baby. So
congratulations.
We understand.
I don't know you, but congratulations.
Oh, you should go to our YouTube channel. It's super cute. Teacher Heather said, I might have missed this, but do you have to have a teaching certificate with Palfish?
Yes, you have to have a teaching, your TESOL. If you're talking about TESOL, yes. You have to have that anywhere in China. It's the law.
Yes. Okay, good. We might have more questions popping up. I think it's coming a little bit later than normal, but
okay.
I wanted to switch gears really quick. Hopefully nobody minds. Let's see.
Well, you can go back to questions afterwards.
Of course. So I want to know, how long have you been in Beachbody? Did you see these questions already?
Yeah, I saw that you had, well, no, I saw
I
that
do
you
have
had
a
asked
couple.
about Beachbody. Okay.
Yeah.
So I started doing Beachbody like after my daughter was born. So her 6th birthday is next week. So almost 6 years.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I've been in a little bit longer. And Jillian is like an amazing coach. And so we are both coaches, and that's why I have some questions for her. So, and what rank have you made in Beachbody?
Diamond.
So she's a diamond coach. She's got lots of info for that. Um, I was a discount coach until recently. I started trying to build my business for that. So, what is your favorite Beachbody program?
Hammer and chisel.
Really?
Yep. I feel really badass when I do that.
That's awesome.
No, it has really good results too. A lot of, especially women, a lot of women think that when you're lifting weights that you're going to bulk up and you're going to look like
yeah.
She-Man, but you don't. You get so much better results when you put weights in it, and
Yes.
it's not. I don't know. It feels good. Like that's a good workout.
Right.
It feels good. Yeah.
So I have 2 friends that are actually might be in the chat. I don't know. We're gonna do something for their 14-day free program. So we're trying to decide which program we're gonna do for their 14-day trial. So
can I just say I had so Beachbody does this annual thing every year where the coaches go to whatever city, and VIPKID does something like it too, right? Like a summit.
yeah.
What is it called for VIP?
Journey.
Okay,
Journey.
so it's like
I'm
the
going
journey.
to Summit.
It's what?
I'm going to Summit.
I put it on the back burner, but you know what? I'm gonna really miss it if I don't go. So I'm gonna get my ticket. I have to
Oh
go.
my goodness,
I
we
can't.
can
I
meet
can't not
each
go.
other.
I have to go. I haven't got my ticket yet. I know I have to go though because I didn't go last year. I put it on the back burner because of teaching and trying, just everything. And that Beachbody is such an integral part of my life because it changes your mindset. It puts you around good people, and then that super workout is the coolest thing to be able to do. But
I've never been.
Oh God, it's the best. It is the best. Okay. The cruise they set me on was better, but
Man,
it was cool. I got to do the Beachbody Classic. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
It's a bikini competition. Like I got to meet like Sagi Kalev.
Nice.
But I don't know if you know who Barbie Decker. She's married.
I do.
Barbie Kalev. Like she's actually like my upline coach.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I have never heard from anybody in my upline ever, so I am like starting new and fresh. So we'll talk later.
We have adopted people.
I know. I might need you to adopt me. Okay, so what do you enjoy about Beachbody? I think you kind of said it. The people, the energy is mine.
Oh, it's just it. You go online, you go on Facebook, and it's such a toxic place. And you start meeting all these Beachbody coaches, and because personal development is so pushed and everybody's working out, so they're like high on endorphins or whatever anyways, like they're working out, they're eating healthy, they're drinking their Shakeology, they have their Energize. Like you have all this other stuff that's going on with these people. It just makes them happier people or something. Like, so you don't have this, like, the second that I got into that, it kind of like pulled me away. I used to be a really, really negative person. I think it's easy to get, easy to get sucked in that. Everything is like, I'm sorry, I'm getting over a cold, so that's why I sound like a 12-year-old boy at times. But that and working like 25 classes a day. But
there's a few of us in the chat that know how that is, right?
Marianne, oh my goodness, I gotta slow down. I need to slow my roll for my own sanity. But just to be able to be around these other people, it changes your way of thinking. It changes your mindset from one of, oh my God, why is everything bad happening to me, to more of like I got this, I can do this. Like, throw it my way. I got this. Yeah. It's just everything. Beachbody was the foundation for everything positive that has happened in my life. Like it really has been.
Yeah. And for those tired teachers, Julie and I talked about it the other day, Energized drink.
It's
Okay,
a
so
pre-workout. It's a
yeah,
pre-workout, but you guys all know, if
pre-teaching,
you guys all know that teaching a 4-year-old is a workout anyway. So
right? I need to start drinking it on my 6 babies in a row. I have 6 level 1s and 2s in a row every couple of days. So what do you spend the most time doing in Beachbody? Coaching, recruiting, or the programs in itself?
combination of coaching and the programs. I I'm not that's why, I haven't like raised above diamond. I'm not in it to build a business. I'm in it to, and maybe I should be. I really probably should be, but that's not my goal in Beachbody. I started out as a discount coach,
Right.
and yeah,
As most of us do.
yeah. Well, I actually jumped right in. My friend that recruited me told me, just do what you like. And I said, whatever, I trust you.
Right.
And I started out as a discount coach and loved it. And I started out with Pio.
Oh,
And
yes. That's
and
my first
it was,
challenge group.
yep, mine too. And I was like, this is awesome. I saw results so quickly. It was just amazing. And I was like, I can't keep quiet about this. Like I've said, I like to help people, and like, how much better of a way can you help somebody by changing their mindset, by changing their body, by changing their health and fitness, by changing their income, like all of this stuff that has kind of like fallen into my lap from outer space. Which way am I here?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all I have for Beachbody. Did you want to say anything else about it before I go to the chat?
We do. Cassie and I have started working together, and we do have a challenge group that we're working on together right now. So if anybody that's coming to her channel wants to get involved in Beachbody, I highly suggest you go to her. Or if I upload this on my channel, come to me. But
exactly, yes.
But I highly suggest, if you know someone that's doing Beachbody and you're like, I don't know, do it. You'll be thankful. You'll thank, like, so I swear. You don't have to coach. You can just do the programs.
It just makes you feel so much better about yourself.
I have my friend started doing it, and she started doing it in January, and then like a couple weeks ago, she told me that she had already lost 15 pounds.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, back in the chat, we have Candy asked, she said, but 55 Chinese yuan equals 7.83 US dollars. So is that, when you were saying 55 RMB, was that for a 25-minute class?
Yes.
Okay. So Candy, I think that's where we're getting that there. So, and Teacher Heather, if they do require it, will Palfish cover this cost for the certificate, or are you on your own?
The certificate only costs $19.
Yeah. So
yeah, no, they don't cover it. They don't cover it.
I think that came from her question before, but that's all I have in the chat. So I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. Hey guys, if I missed anything, please put it back in the chat if you have any other questions for Jillian. So that's why I keep looking over here. I kind of typed and said, somebody say hi, so I know this is working, because normally everything keeps coming up. Well, in the chat right now, it's coming up in blocks of things. So I don't know if we've got a delay more than
there
normal.
might be something going on because my computer wasn't registering things right either. So there might be something going on with Zoom today. Maybe.
I don't know. My first one went fine, but you know how that goes. Okay, so I always ask the same last 3 questions. Oh, I know you got to go too. What are good qualities of a teacher, or what do you feel are the qualities of a good teacher?
The best quality of a teacher is someone who wants to learn and wants to grow as a teacher. The teachers don't just come in thinking this is going to be an easy job. It really is an easy job, but don't come in thinking like, I passed an interview, I downloaded an app, bring me the money. Like, it's a job. You do have to work for it. You're an independent contractor. You do have to work for it. You do have to teach, you do have to grow. You do have to teach good classes. You do have to, do the things that are going to help you grow as a person. Just like with anything in life, if you want to be successful, you are going to have to work for it. So don't come in thinking that this is like a get rich quick scheme, and because you downloaded an app and you passed an interview, that whatever company you hired owes you the world, because you owe it to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You owe it to yourself to be successful, because you deserve it. Nobody else is going to give you what you deserve. You need to go out and get it. And the teachers that have that mindsets are the ones that are not going to fail, and their bookings are going to, they're going to have too many to handle.
And they're better teachers for it. They're better
Yes.
teachers, and they help their students more too. So I'm not sure if this just came in now, but Candy said 55 Chinese yuan equals 783 US dollars, and that was above. We answered that. So the 55 RMB is per class. Yes, Candy, it's per 25-minute class, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And Palfish is nice because when you get into Palfish, I know a lot of companies, you're like sitting, waiting around for weeks for bookings. They prioritize their new teachers.
Mm-hmm.
So in your first 2 weeks, you get a whole bunch of trials, usually, and they will feature you as a featured teacher on their main page of the app that kids can look at.
Mm-hmm.
If your profile looks good when you first sign up, you can become a featured teacher, which means that people coming in for trials are going to pick you. And then if you want to continue to get trials, or you want to continue to get classes, you teach good classes and they watch them and they see those classes, they're booking you. Like, not just the parents, but the sales team. And there's also ways that you can market yourself using like live videos and the reading app. There's different ways. And if you decide to get into it, I can get into that more with you, or you can check out my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
But there are different ways that you can market yourself with Palfish, where I know with like for example, with VIPKID, if you're not getting anything, the only thing you can do is send in a ticket, you know,
update your thing.
Yes. But like, I mean, there's actually ways that you can kind of treat this. You have more control over it. You know, it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, you showed me some of the differences yesterday. And Candy said, does Palfish schedule classes for you, or do parents pick you?
Both.
Okay. I think that's it that we have right now that's popped up. So I'm going to go back to, what do you feel is your biggest strength as an ESL teacher?
As an ESL teacher?
ESL teacher, coach, or mentor? How about we just throw them all at you?
Okay. So as an ESL teacher, I am extremely high energy, and I know how to bounce off the kids' energies. Like, I know how to adapt to the student and figure out different ways to differentiate the instruction. But like, that's probably my biggest strength. And those like 2, 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds that a lot of people, it's an instant headache to see the second they see how old the kid is.
Yeah.
I'm overjoyed when I see that. I'm like, yes,
I was going to say, go check out Jillian's YouTube video with the 3-year-old. I love that video. It's so cute. And she's got actual footage because she's got permission for it. It's super cute. You got to go check it out.
Oh, she's so cute. And this kid, when she started taking classes, she would not talk to me at all. And now she's just like, I'm feeding my owl. Today, actually, I taught her today, and she was just like, I want to sing songs, and she's trying to sing like the Frozen 2 mommy song or whatever. And her mom kept saying, you know, like, hey, we got to put this down. I was like, Tong. I was like, hey, baby, no. We need to, you know, you need to listen to me. We can listen to songs at the end of class, but let's get through class. And she broke down crying because I yelled at her. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, no, I was like,
you told her no.
I told her no. But like, I have that relationship. I've been working with her for so long that, you know, I can not really discipline, but yeah, I mean, it was easy to quickly turn her around.
Candy said, wow, that's me. I can't do the littles.
Oh, see, I love them. I love it.
Yeah, me
but
too.
I like everybody too, though. I have a 12-year-old that he was talking to me about mortgages and engines and like all this other stuff. Like I like all of them. I just like people, I guess.
I like that I have a big mix so that it's not all one, you know, all level 1s all day, every day, you know. I like that I have level 1 and then a level 5 and then a level 6. And so multiple kids. What is your, did you want to tell us your strengths as a coach or mentor?
It's kind of the same thing. I have a lot of energy that I just give out. And I mean, I guess it all plays together.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, favorite professional development book, resource?
I can tell you what I'm reading right now.
Yes, because I already know.
This is my current book.
Oh my goodness.
You can't say it.
That's so funny.
Okay, this book is called How Rich People Think.
It's just coming up on YouTube now, so people are just seeing it now. Okay.
I have a business coach that I've had since, oh my God, I'm crying.
Between the galactic backgrounds.
I'm reading this book. He's my little man. I keep him in my pocket for my guidance, my guru here.
He's your man in space.
Yes. This is too much.
Okay. She said a floating head.
I am currently reading the How to Be a Floating Head. Oh, and then I disappear. That's great. Oh my goodness. So I have a business coach. Her name is Sarah Dana. She's been a business coach of mine. Like I had been working with her since 2016, maybe, for Beachbody stuff. At one point in time, I did hit it hard with Beachbody. So, and Sarah was posting, there's, who is the guy that, Dave Ramsey, right?
The money guy?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So she had posted something that Dave Ramsey had posted on like Twitter, Instagram or something. And it said, if you have debt attached to your name, the only time that you should be in a restaurant is if you're like washing the dishes for money. And she posted that and she said, no, she's like, I want to make sure that everybody that in my groups that I'm coaching, like, knows that is not the case, and do not think like that, because you deserve to go out and get that latte from Starbucks or whatever and treat yourself. And there's no reason that just because you have debt attached to your name means you're lesser of a person and cannot get to do things in your life. And then she referenced this book, which is How Rich People Think by Steve Siebold. I don't even know how to say his name. And the quote that she referenced, I'm literally crying here. This is ridiculous. The quote that she referenced said that like the majority of people believe that there's a limit on things, that there's a limit to the money that you can get. There's a limit to your resources. You have to fight to get them. You have to fight to keep them. Your whole life has to be a battle with money. Mm-hmm. And the people that are rich, the people that do well in life financially, they know that there is no limit to anything, because there is no limit to resources. Your resources are your ideas that give people strength, that motivate people, that help other people grow, that invent things, whatever it might be. There is no limit and there's no like price tag limit on ideas. So there's no limit to wealth that you can accumulate. And that kind of just made like put things in a different mindset here. And I had to go out and get the book.
Yeah.
It's really good. Other books, I'm a podcast junkie actually. So
yeah. That's actually how I started these interviews, was because we watched the Bigger Pockets podcasts. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've heard of them. It's a real estate thing. And I'm like, they were interviewing people. So that's how I got the famous questions. The fire round was modeled after that. So.
Okay.
So,
yes.
Okay. Plug your things. Plug what you've got going on. Let us know about all these things real quick.
If you or somebody that you want, or somebody that you know of wants to work for Palfish and you don't have a degree, then we would love to have you or your friends. So just come to me and I can help you. And then if you're struggling as an ESL teacher in any company, I've worked for multiple companies. I know how many different companies work. They're basically all the same. They all have the same general concepts.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the background things are different, but if you're struggling as an ESL teacher or working in your home business, then feel free to come and book me for a one-on-one coaching call, because I'd love to help you out. That's my new big thing. And it is ESL coaching, but I do have experience in multi-level marketing, network marketing, email lists.
You want me to plug that one for you?
Well, if there's, I'm
That's
saying,
what
like,
I'm in it for. So
if there are business building activities, whatever it might be, income building activities, I'd be more than willing to help you out, because
mm-hmm.
I kind of have a background on a lot of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Right. And I'm going to post my affiliate links at the bottom, if you don't mind, Jillian.
Okay. Yeah.
So, Evelyn said, it's good to treat yourself, but budget your spending. Giselle,
Yes.
oops, I'm late. Hey, Giselle, it's great to have you. Thanks for coming. Let's see. Evelyn, I was thinking the same thing from Candy. Treating yourself is probably how people get in debt in the first place. Like in VIPKID, we teach wants versus needs. I think we just lost Jillian. Oh, there you are.
No.
And
well, there's a difference between treating yourself and going overboard.
right.
I mean, like there's no, like, if I want to go to Applebee's and I've got credit card debt, Applebee's is okay, but I'm not going to. Actually, I'm so cheap. Somebody tell me the name of an expensive restaurant, because I don't know one.
An expensive restaurant.
Can you think of one?
Anything steak hibachi.
Okay, I'm not going to the steak hibachi house.
I save those for special occasions because I love it.
Yes, I'm not going to go out and get sushi. Sushi's expensive when I eat sushi, because I love sushi. But like if there's a difference, like you can go out and you can buy a car, but you're not going to go out and buy a Mercedes Benz. Like, you can treat yourself to something. You deserve something. And
right.
if you're willing to work for it, you can get yourself out of whatever hole you're in. Yeah. I did it within a year. Within a year, I was able to pay off. And I'm going to tell you right now, while I was paying off debt, I still went out and I still went out to dinner. I still had my Tim Hortons coffee. I've never
had that.
Oh, well, that's because you're not close enough to Canada, I guess.
Well, I'm from Boston.
No, that's not close enough to Canada.
Oh my
Tim Hortons
goodness.
is Canadian.
They're messaging food places, Red Lobster, Cheesecake Factory. Yeah.
They love the food.
I agree.
Yeah, but
Hello,
that's the
Laura.
difference.
Thank you for coming.
That's the difference, is that you can still treat yourself. You just have to do it smartly,
right.
to be able to say, like, you're not allowed to have nice things because you're the working poor. That's not true. And if you work and you do the right business building activities, you can get yourself out of debt. Just from teaching, I was able to pay off $11,000 in debt last year and buy a house, which I'm closing on next week. Hopefully.
Right?
Yeah.
I used to have envelopes, and it was for everything, rent, blah, 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 all the way down to my coffee. And, we'd like to have a couple drinks and play cards. I probably shouldn't say that on here. And we even had a little envelope for that. I mean, everything was in our envelopes while we were trying to pay things off, but we had enough money in there to do, something. Okay, Giselle said, hi all. So Palfish allows people to work with a high school diploma. I have a few friends and family that don't have a degree. So Giselle, do you want to answer that? Why don't you go ahead and answer that one?
Yeah, you can work with a high school diploma. You do have to get like a TESOL, a TEFL, or a CELTA certification. Mm-hmm. But those are literally $19.
And we will link that in the descriptions below. Let's see. So they said, congratulations. Woohoo, you go, girl, for paying that off and getting your
oh, I'm so excited. It's a little house. It's a small house, but you know what? It's my house. It's my little corner of the world. I can't wait to move into it.
Right. Yeah. That's awesome. You've got big things going on. I am super excited for you. And I'm just so excited to be learning from you too. So I just want to put that out there that, thank you for everything.
I'm really glad that we were connected through Nancy.
I know, that's pretty cool. We're both taking
Yeah.
the Nancy Taylor course. We're both Beachbody coaches. So that's kind of how we met.
It was meant to be.
Yeah. We're both kind of loud. Oh, we're both active duty, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So we had a lot in common as soon as we met. Let's see. There's still great things in the chat. I know you gotta go soon.
No, I'm good.
She was like, "It's 30 minutes, okay?" It's been an hour and 10.
It's okay. My husband actually left with the kids to go get like video game controllers or something. So I'm here by myself. That never happens,
Wow.
ever.
Nice. Okay, and let's see. Evelyn paid off their credit cards and cars. Awesome, Evelyn.
Oh, that's awesome.
Candy said, I
And
guess.
cars.
That's what she said. So proud of you. That is awesome. And Candy, I guess because I was a banker at Bank of America, I have a lot of opinions on money. Yeah, I worked in a bank too. Let's see. Nice. Cool beans, congrats. Hello. And Jillian, this was the best interview. You have a great personality.
Oh, thank you.
Yay.
Here I am. Well, okay, on the whole money thing.
Yeah.
This I can't.
On the
can't
floating
stop it.
head,
It's awesome.
yes, we're following.
Yes, on the floating head book. If I do that, you can see it, kind of.
Yeah.
It's called the abundance mindset versus versus the I don't even know what he called the other, but the abundance mindset is knowing that it's there. Like what you want is there. You just have to get it. Like, you know. Same thing, like these parents are spending a lot of money because of the ideas that VIPKID had. VIPKID had this idea, ooh, it's actually my attorney for my house. So I am going to end it.
Okay. Well, I'll let you leave, but I want to answer one question in the thing.
Give me 1 second. Oh, okay. All right, bye.
Bye. Okay, Giselle, I just wanted to answer your question. Can you be a Beachbody coach and be a fluffy like me? When I started Beachbody, actually, my quick why was I was 230 pounds. My doctor told me that I was about to have a heart attack if I didn't start taking care of myself. So I started working out and doing things trying to get healthy, not just for the weight, but mostly because my triglycerides are high, my cholesterol and everything. So I started on Beachbody as I became a coach because of the discount for the things. But Jillian and I have a challenge group starting. So there is a 14-day free trial, and I can send you some great stuff if you want. After this, message me your email address. I've already sent it to a couple of friends that are in this chat, and we're going to start a 14-day trial or 14-day program just because it's free. Oh my gosh, Laura, you guys are awesome. I would love to help you in Beachbody. It's one of my passions. I've never really did it as a coach because I've always done it for free, like free groups and stuff. But now that my friends aren't here and everybody needs their own kind of thing to get started, I think it's going to become, part of me again. So, and just throwing this out there, today is day 3 of 75 for me before my son's wedding. So I've been hitting it hard and things. So I will, guys, please message me. My email address is kasie.oswald@gmail, KASIE.Oswald, OSWALD @gmail. You can find me there. I started a VIPKID collaboration station group for our collaborations weekly, putting information in there. You can find me there. I'm on Instagram, but I have no idea how to use it yet. Laura H. Oh, please email me, and you can put your phone number in an email if that's okay. Wow, guys, super excited. This was a great interview. I'm really happy Jillian was here. And she really did say she had about 30 minutes before the lawyer called. So for her staying over an hour, I'm super thankful. She's got big things. Check out her channel. And I am doing the coaching call. So if you want to message me privately on what I think about them, I really do think it really helped me. She gave me homework and an action list. Now, I didn't ask her for ESL teaching. I asked her about recruiting and building my brand. So YouTube type stuff. That's all I have. Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't believe this has gone on so long, and you guys are just an amazing crowd. I really, really appreciate all the support you guys have given me. And yeah, I've got goosebumps just because I'm so excited for everything going on right now. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you guys all soon. Bye.